What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video, and this video is going to be about some news that just came out fairly recently about Dave Gettleman from his former players, both of which play on the Washington Redskins now. One, of course, Ereck Flowers, the other one being Landon Collins. Landon Collins has been one of the most outspoken critics. No, he has been the most outspoken critic of the New York Giants and Dave Gettleman alike this entire offseason. Of course, Landon Collins got paid a record-breaking amount of money at the safety position, and he now mans that spot for the Washington Redskins. He had a great year with the New York Giants in 2016, in which he came in second place, I believe, for Defensive Player of the Year. In 2017 and 2018, he regressed and really did struggle in coverage, which is why the Giants probably did not bring him back. But what this video is about is whether or not New York Giants fans should be concerned about Dave Gettleman going forward and his relationship with players on his roster. Of course, this goes back long before the days of Gettleman taking over for the New York Giants. There were reports when he was the GM over at Carolina, players like Steve Smith, he let him go. He had really nasty things to say about Gettleman, and the same could be said for Josh Norman, who ended up leaving the Carolina Panthers and later signing with the Redskins as well. So a lot of things have been said about Gettleman in the past from former players, and now this offseason, you're seeing it even more so, specifically from Landon Collins. And now Ereck Flowers had something to say as well, and we'll get into all of it right now. Let's get on with the news. So here's a couple of quotes here from Landon Collins, and then we'll give you one from Ereck Flowers. This is all in relation to Dave Gettleman as the general manager for the New York Giants and how Collins felt he was treated this offseason. Here's the first quote. If you can't pay me, you can't pay me. Or if I'm not what you're looking for with your future, all right, just let me know. It's all good. I haven't talked to this man not one time. The handling of it was horrible. Of course, talking about his departure from the New York Giants. Here's the next quote. People got confused when I was talking about the Giants, Collins clarified. I'm strictly talking about Dave Gettleman. And, this is Collins not just referring to right now, referring to the entire offseason. He's at least 6, 7, 8 times he's come out and bashed what we thought was the Giants and Dave Gettleman. He's saying that it has nothing to do with the Giants. It is strictly Dave Gettleman. Here's the next quote. It sat with me bad, Collins told New Jersey Advanced Media. Just talk to somebody. Let us know something. If you're going to trade me, trade me. If you're going to let me go, whatever. Don't have a decision out of the blue like that for me to do this much for that organization before he got there. Of course, he's a Jerry Reese pick, and he felt slighted by Dave Gettleman that he was not brought back, or at least told why he was not going to be brought back. And then finally, off the mouth of Landon Collins, no dignity at all. Collins told the New Jersey Advanced Media, I don't know what was going on. He's a liar. He lied to everybody. So that's a man I do not trust. I hope nobody else would too. See, these we're going to get into why I don't like seeing these things out of the mouth of Landon Collins, whether they're justified or not, especially being that there's a prior history. And let's get on with Ereck Flowers real quick. This off the mouth of Ereck Flowers. Of course, Flowers was not happy here. He was the scapegoat, and deservedly so, for a lot of the New York Giants' problems. And here's the quote. I had actually been asking him for clarity, Flowers told New Jersey Advanced Media. That was part of the reason why I didn't go to the voluntary workouts in 2018. I was looking for a fresh start. He had some trade offers for me, and he didn't want to take them. So he made me stay there until finally I had a chance to go. I was mad about it, but it's okay. I'm over it. So as far as Ereck Flowers goes, if there was a trade offer and Flowers is telling the truth, which there may very well have been. Of course, Flowers was a first-round pick, and a team may have looked at him as a guy that maybe they could have fixed. And the Giants tried to do that rather than trade him in the 2018 offseason. They shifted him from the left side to the right, and things were an absolute disaster. And it really crippled his trade value at all. Who knows what Gettleman was offered? Like I said, if he was offered anything at all. But supposedly he was told he was. The Giants were offered a trade, but Gettleman never pulled the trigger and instead ended up releasing Flowers for nothing. But this isn't about criticizing him for the Flowers situation. It's about talking about the things that former teammates of Gettleman say. There's plenty of players that leave other organizations that don't say these things about their former boss. They're handled, whatever, the way they're handled. But it seems as if, this is a history now of players that do not like the way Gettleman handles certain situations with the football team. And what I worry about as a New York Giants fan, especially with free agency coming up, if you're a free agent, maybe this is a bit of a detractor, seeing as, some of the history here with Landon Collins, Ereck Flowers, Steve Smith with the Panthers, Josh Norman, as he cuts you, into your contract. And players may be like, I don't know if I want to go here. Might have been part of the reason why we had to pay Nate Solder as much as we did. And hopefully that's not the case. As a whole, I like the direction Dave Gettleman has brought to this New York Giants team. He's brought back that fire with the offensive line, but he is not a player's general manager. And it's something that I'm a little concerned with going into the offseason. We'll have to wait and see. But I want to get this up as this is fresh off the news. As always, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.